Talofa lava and welcome to Anava Moana Hotel. Located in the heart of the Vaitele industrial area in Apia, Anava Moana Hotel is a place where comfort, connection, and genuine Samoan hospitality come together. Whether you are visiting for work, spending time with family, or traveling independently, we are here to make you feel welcome and at home. Our hotel offers a wide selection of spacious and flexible rooms, thoughtfully designed to welcome both family stays and independent travelers. Our single and double rooms feature modern design showers and bathrooms. Our family rooms are generously sized and thoughtfully set up to accommodate families of all needs, offering a relaxed and welcoming space where parents and children can rest, connect, and enjoy quality time together after a full day. Designed with both comfort and practicality in mind, these rooms are ideal for longer stays and family visits. Anava Moana Hotel also offers well-appointed conference and function rooms that are ideal for meetings, workshops, family gatherings, and special events such as birthdays or weddings. Whatever the occasion, our spaces are prepared with care to support connection, productivity, and celebration. With restaurants and food spots conveniently located nearby, you'll be surrounded by great dining options and warm hospitality throughout your entire stay. Book your stay with us today and receive a special discount when you mention Hana, Asiata, or Martin upon check-in. Visit our website www.anavamoana.com.
There is no better way to support the 685 than to buy locally sourced goods. Here at Tasi Market, owned and operated by Samoans for the Pacific.
Oi, go!
Come with me. This is where our adventure begins. You call it paradise, we call it home. This is Samoa.
Fatalofa mafolo fatu le vanga o le awa uli I se whaopoponga fo I o le tātou porokalame o le Sports Talanoa. Ia, I le vanga o le awa uli na ua te ala titi le afa o le lua. Ia, o te lo fo ua lewa taimi o aso, me se fo le deitau sanga, ia, e tau te le itoe mai mo mai. Ia, I se mātou whaasoa. Live longo le tātou porkalame masani o le Sports Talanoa ona o nai swinga fo'i na sauai mai le amatanga e le ngata leo tātou reels I o whata talanoanga ma tātou legend ia mesi fo'i so rei tātou tamatuai so o sto inga tālonga le ngata le lakapi o le liki ia o le football ia matulanga uma o tālonga taitasi a o le deita eo Fifia loto malenganga fata lofa Samoa I lau mai moanga. Ia ele leivanga o le audi. I se toe whao poponga o le tātou proklame o le whasoa po le Sports Talanoa. Leivanga o le taiao. Ia le lofa malanga leo le tuo toe foi me foi mato whainga malanga. Ia mato toe whailo ai foi male auso nei legend o le tātou talonga lakapi. Pofo manu Samoa ni All Blacks. Ia ai lupo tea po junior officer tonu ia wala wilo ai te malo ai tulanga lakapi o nga pasifo de que de lopar ka unga por le backhand por le backflip por le ai se temi ia ona fasole ozo ia le fionga le lipule o le tato por kalambe ia me se tato unanga le Blue Wave TV ia le fionga I nga fatasi fui mono fionga fo ia nai mate na nai o lea e join mai lungo le tātou sum ia se taimi mātou whaafeilo ai ia se tasi fo I o whaamatua o le talonga ta ma whaalele alau manu Samoa au mua to o vaenga ia o le taimi nei o lo isolate o lo COVID isolation sa ia au se tali ia whaafeilo e toi but good afternoon boys good afternoon JT ia se foi talo fatu se foi anai malo se foi nuia
ia talo fatu le ia no malo le to mai bo ni tu la fiafi ia tonu ko singa o bito to fenesta to
yes
fatas
yes
ai fatalo fatu le nganga tumul falolo ia vele sofaman malo to li faola ia felna marta to ni tayau
Malo fa'aftai tele lava good afternoon JT how's your week and your month and
and my life
and your life
very good fa'aftai lava no it's been always busy with children school work and also lots of exciting things happening in sport in the sporting world the Commonwealth Games and we've watched some good Super Rugby and that's gone past now. We're just about to see a tour of South Africa happen, which is really exciting too. So, lots happening, lots of good things.
Absolutely. Ia le na tele vai ngol afa soi male sunga ya tunda tonu ia o swa fo sile fia ia to tele malo se fo bluia mua wa mai ia au fia fo ile ke ia ke wo ka wo se me se malo se fo bluia
ia se fo bluia tiata e lau ko fa vai lai e vou fai lo como uma conta molho para filo e foi ele a conta poi for teatro tudo mas eu vou tanto por claro Sports Talanoa eu fai o teatro per filo e o que é o nome por é mas foi a work ele vago eu fai o teatro filo e o teatro por claro Sports Talanoa eu pensar lá foi eu que lá no carro do lago cai do lago é mas aku ya como mal eu lá vai o que é uma ya ma ko wala Ya ke sa la ko la pili sio ka mo ko ai mo ka ka ko ya ai ka ko ya ma no le ko mo ya
aro faftai aftai au mo ko ina una o le vanga fo ila unha fa balangi ai ru poki o manga ai ele ya lo fa ai lo ba o fe le te wa ele fio maltatu o fisa o fe la tunu le wa ia la fio nga mo
ai le fa serious ya ka o le ma ke nge ma ton ma na ve dio for ni le vo na ma ke nge ka o ne ka ka lo vanga fa o e ku la ka lo ye ka ko yo we se ko por kula kanga mo pagi pongkang ala kile sa emiskia sa kele ma ko mafkanga foi pongkang foi malam so foi kam vai tele ya filan ya la wa fa pio mai dio por nico ya ko tomana yingi ya fi fo so ya me foi le sumo foi ya perle e municipal la uso sa penal ma tuma ni na yo le la fa wa mai ala ngi ya langor me fa tenga au fai la va wa a fai la va ka lo va o la vale ulanga le ile ulanga fo wa ye ta to la pile vai ta
ma lo fa tai pa war fo tuanga vai si maua e ina meso so ina ai ese taimi tato wo tau te talanoa i le tato wa Samoa Rugby Football Union ya tasi na vai nga taua ai fa malo ma fa felo ya tu lau fionga au bua mo le fa fo mai le tudu o vai nga yo le amato wa fe le ni vai nga le oli le amato wa fe le tu langa o ta longa ia wa mai ane le Commonwealth po malo tau pulenga ia po afo ina manuia ai tulanga o pine aulo pine siliva pine apa mea ai pe a fo isi tau whainga si o tātou tunu o Samoa ai ngata i lor ma kou fo ia kungongi usila io o lesi vaenga ma te a fea o le amatou wa fea le whaasoa i le tātou unifo le ua mai a ona whaatulai ma whaatulanga mai fo i Samoa le Samoa Rugby Football Union ia o nisi na vaenga o le a fea se i mati ni fina ngalo le uso ia tu sai foi o le foi uni fo ia nga o ka o le uni fo ai le fo la ka pito no tatu tu o le si foi vai nga o le a fe le tatu fa so ele umi fo le tatu por kala me ia o le tu langa i tatu ta longa le tu al tatu o blacks tatu waru no langa o le tu ina tu lunga na nisi o vai nga o le tatu Commonwealth. Let's start with the Commonwealth JT me se fo yo au mo fa pe ia le fionga i nga fatasi we had 1 gold and 1 silver, which is a huge achievement, of course. This is next to the Olympics, right? I mean, in terms of Commonwealth, and then Olympics, and then World. I don't know, but that's so long.
Yeah, there's always the Olympics is the biggest one, and that's in 2 years' time in LA. This Commonwealth game was put together quickly because the host nation couldn't do it, so Glasgow decided to say, "Hey, we'll do it," and so it was put together in a rush, and to be able to, it was really well done to be able to put that on in Glasgow. We had a team, Samoa had a team go over. They were well represented. We're so good at weightlifting. We're one of the, in terms of world class, we were right up there. And so to see us get medals there was understandable and a huge achievement. And we had other athletes, and I know we had a sprinter and other events, but certainly our boxing too. I saw David Tua involved in the opening ceremony. So I think the Samoan team were. I saw them in the opening ceremony, and they were well represented. Very well done.
Malo Favtai, yeah. Speaking of the Commonwealth, matulanga tatu weightlifting. Ele ai se tausanga au mua ma fui mono ma titi. Lei ma se tausanga e whapea wa upset ai tatu ele weightlifting in terms of achievements. Tasi fo i lea ta alonga tutono Samoa e consistent lava. E fai ele e ungi la ko issue. Le ingi la ko whiwhinga unga. Sea uwa ingi meo ngi corruptions wa sa ui kukong. A o le tele o le si itanga o Samoa I tūlanga taupine aulo male lau walunga o le avenga o le fu o Samoa I ta'alonga. Ele vaenga o le si o me mafa. Your thoughts?
Yeah. Mo lava watu le whamaro mwhaftai le I tato athletes that are going to compete in the Glasgow 2026 Commonwealth Games. Whamaro tu foi le weightlifting to mai tai Saina Styles foi John Low Tuffy. Saina Styles was a gold medalist for the women's weightlifting super 76 plus kgs. Yeah, taman maro le Saina Styles le tūlanga le o pini aro mo tamaitai. Ia o John Low Tuffy sa man malo le upper sliver I le men's weightlifting 71 kgs. Ia ato tanga I mai I ato video ia. Yeah, I believe that is Saina Styles. And you know, Asiata, as you've just mentioned it, this is the result of weightlifting. O le tāpenanga, o training, o le discipline. Man ko foi sai foi le kemi sa fale kongu foi administration. But once they got their stuff together and they you know, with Jerry Warburg at the helm, this is what we're seeing. Ko kikia competition uma, Samoa walks away with medals. Whether it's gold, silver, bronze, it's still a medal.
Ma lo fa tai o mai so fina ngalo I ta penanga o oi o tangata taalo wa masani tūlanga o le loto fia I se vaenga wa ausia ma fa manu ina. O le aso fina ngalo le tūlanga o le o ta penanga ele ngata wa feleti atoa o le weightlifting level ato fa mulmul.
Ia moni le na ma se foi na o sa no ia a fui mono me se foi ke tu sai foi ma tūlanga talo e mole toile nga fa tai I tai ia me se la to ta yu loile au ta alo ta to tunu e le fengo fie wa pe ona sa no ia I lu e to e fa fo se ia to e swing o fengo ta lo ia como no e peita o le la vai de muto le ta penanga au ta alo ia ta to me se ia anga o kisi wa me ma ai pau si tu langa na mai tau atu pe o misi si ta tu pina o fa pe ele I pe u fa ton fiti foi na pai e officio si o le tunu le sa fa tanu ia e ta no si ta sina pine sa fa pe na ona misi fo ta to ia ai o lunga la sa mo le I ta lo ne io e mo le toile nga fa ta ele fa ngo fie ele nga ta fo na e moli le faftai tele le fiona ia foi le Jerry Woka ona e mai tawini ia e pe o le alo ne o le tunu sa fatau te ia mai la foi le ta longo sisi tangi lima ia le fa moi io e le fa pe la va a mea o le alo fula na e sa ona tu la I fa fita o ta lo le alo le va ingo foi ma le pioringa mainga e va ene sofa ia mi se foi le alo le tunu ia Jerry ka la manuia folana nga la ro fai tangata ma le no tainga manuia alo fa nau ia se ai monta to tunu io e peila o lo na le na ta ai le ngata fona le na si pe na foi fuanga ia me se foi ni soano foi sa ta mo e foi I ta longa ia feliti io e mo le toile nga fa tai mal fa maro ine ia lo le tunu me se na tu sa ta ia foi ta tu o ta
ma lo fa tai mo ni fa ma ni le tūlanga wala ngo ta longa ia chichi ma fu mono me se foi o au mua fai pelenga pi o kama ia kele nga ele missing ka ko gold medals po silver and bronze medals o fai pelenga po fusuanga si o me mafa ia fa solo to amanisio nei tatu wa talonga ese matulanga o te vai atu ele I fa monuina tatu se tatu pine mai tulanga o fai pelenga po fusuanga but still langa ele fa ngofienga ruenga fa muina po to tai David tu ele to tau amatai no le vaenga tu so luto es pequenas ka ko ka fai o tatu fai pelenga pa surely e ono manuia I le anga I luma me se o le tūlanga o tāpenanga a David Tua Titi.
Yeah, and some of the boxing guys, it was really tight with the boxing as well, and just watching some of the fights. Can I also mention just with Tuao Pepe, Jerry Warwick, he's also been elected as the new president of the Commonwealth Weightlifting Federation. So that's years of hard work, and but that's acknowledgement of his the programs that he's been producing on the island, and he's been well rewarded for it. So I think that to get president from our
the results
that's a
speak
huge
for itself.
and that's I mean, we're going to be talking about other things coming up, but that our what we can produce if programs are done correctly and at home, and we have got the athletes to come. So that is huge for us in Samoa. And that will happen too with the boxing. Sometimes it's in cycles. Yes, Victoria didn't prepare, and they decided to give it to Glasgow and I thought that was a good game for the limited on time, but that's also the preparation for our fighters as well and all our athletes. So 2 years, LA, Olympics, qualifiers, so now's a big time to see if we can step up and qualify and get some people over to the Olympics. That's the pinnacle.
Awa o le vaenga le opine mai I le vaenga le that's an automatic qualified mole Olympica. Le vaenga le mo le aulo silver and even the bronze. Yeah, si vanga na ini so vaenga. Let's have a look at fatulanga o tato pine. And even for us in New Zealand, fa mole producer.
Totally o le tulanga seata pape foi lo fionga e lo potea ma umua. I want to highlight for le tamawhainga o se teine le o Simone Tafunai. I believe she's the first 100 meters women sprinter. Le sato mo Samoa. O le teine e telang compete mo New Zealand ke le foianga whailonga mo I New Zealand I le ta'alonga le o le 100 meters.
Mana ia se tau mafoi se I vatu au poise umama ma ia fita lunga na ia tau na I tamaitaia ma o le fono wa vai tu ma ne foi le record sa Samoa le tulanga o le feausi.
Yeah,
swimming. La to relay le sa fai nei ma fatu luina. So far o le ai mana I think o le ka ua lana o le final questions I tau tele I medals. O fisili mo tau fionga. Le tamaitai le te
Simone Tafunai.
Yeah. Maloa dan. Yeah, fa maloa te fo I la tu ainga. Matua o afi o mai ni taimi. Yeah. Malor kapua. Yeah, tulanga o le tapo inga o alom whanau. But o le fisili le ute vatua e fa pia. O le fata ua o le mautu o le puleanga o le leadership o le governing I result o ta'alonga nei. O le ale fata ua ina o meni. Wai isi mauva pe mai, it's not about the leadership, it's the athletes, it's the players. It's o fia ka o koe le mele. What are your thoughts say ti ka koe anai ambasi o au mua?
First. Yeah. O lo wai weightlifting. To Pepe Jerry Warwick, that's the true definition of leadership. Siata Samoa when came in koko Samoa e poesi tato ngalwenga Samoa. We were actually in the gym. O fai fika ka inga ma training. E ko lengi whakasi, e ai whakasi, e camp whakasi. And the discipline that the coach has with the athletes, it's second to none. I don't know if I see it in rugby. I mean, probably back in the day, but it came in maybe ele kukusa certain aspects of the game. But in terms of facility, siata, e ke le kaua le leadership. Oki leadership, oki a ko le play o le ka'aronga.
You're looking at individual sports, so therefore the discipline on the individual would be much more tailor-made, and so therefore be focused. but then you've got other team sports, and I will be able to comment on that, especially with the sevens teams that normally go to Commonwealth Games. The netball was a good example of some of the teams. The biggest game for me was the upset of Jamaica beating Australia. So so it can be done if a team is focused, and that certainly comes from leadership and preparation. But anything can happen on the day. Whether it's weightlifting or boxing or some of the wrestling stuff, it really is on talent and the hard work, and sometimes your coaching really does make a big difference. But there's no doubt about it that preparation everybody has to play their part, whether you're coaches, management, logistics, the whole lot, equipment, everything needs to be on point for them to even get themselves a sniff at getting on the dice on getting a medal.
Na lo tai omwa mai so fina lo fa ta waina o le mausali o pule anga po pulenga tai inga tu tupu mai ai ia results le lei mo so si talonga
o te awai foi fina lo fimono ma europea ai a koreane le lei o lauta alo a fa tonu ia tai e tinga ingat kia tangata ta alo mo whanau o ri mta mai ta alo ko leni io e wafiala le ta iau o a mea le a e se mela e o ia ka koko karo o le mesa a e se mela e o ia i la tau lo whau roi o le mea lo kula i mai ni e se le ia tangata i e whai pisini si a e o e whai se mea a voi la e o e whai le mea ma hole ma tu le sosani alo ma fa na po tatau ta ai a no ku nga ka fu nga le se pisi ni la ku so e mea o le mea ko nga le ku io ku sa ku fa me ona ko kai le ai ma kwa yoki ya ngane le ye yungo ka wa o ka ma ka alo ka alo ai do fi kai por fare ko nga io ai a pe yo ia la ka alu mane fi o la ko la ko fi yo wa pole ama le ale le vai ngo o ka wo ki a ko pi le fa mo yo o le mele le ku la mai ni e lo ku la ka ko le la ko fa mai o le ma ia ko su mo dio ko fa yo okay la vai fa le ka ka a lua ko la ko fe ka ka lo le ngang sa a lua ko la ko fe piola ma su e me fi fa ya o ki a ko nga ma ka ka le ka ko ke ku le me sa yo le la ka ke vai mo ka le lua ko ka mo me fa le pi ni si fa ka si le ia ka ka alo ma ka mai ka alo ma fa i le wa se me ma wo so nga mo vi inga mo ai mi fai ke lu punga ai ma mi yo ya e fa de ko ngoi wa me ko nga ne ku atiata ka ko ka ngon sa yo
ali
me a wala vangi ko ya venga nya va mo au ki yola yo ai ka nya ka yo wa me nga ne ku yo e ka ko ka la ngore me sa wa me ne fa de ku ngoi la ka foko ke le fa suka yo e fa suka ye ka ko ma yo ma fa a fa onga na ka mama o ye ke fa ya ko su e ka ko mo ko ka ko hiki pe ri a vo ngale wo pa ai le avang yu king yo por vera nga ne ke fa ya ko ka la ngore sa yo i fa pe ko ke fa o le ska ko kala ka ke ku le mesa yo ia ora wa nga so so nya kultura nga yo la ka ka ku yo ave ka ye le fi ola ele ele so e mea yo mon banga me ave ka nga ka yo e ma wolu manga yo wa lo fa
ma lo fa tai le fi nga lo le fi nga ya mo ya tato me tato wa pine results for your tato wa gold medal o ile lead le te me le se tu for what tato le si fa bo bole lava so o ile leading a manga ia tato to fala Australia in the langi
Perry, can we get a zoom up on Albert from Molly? Keep going. Beautiful.
Australia in the langi. So a total of 171 Australia tūlanga lua e nge langi se lau se fulu pe ia tuai leo Kanata ono lua e ni tia i le tolu iwa tusa i maskoti lani e a aruatu ma New Zealand. Oi maa yari ku New Zealand ia mana ia tatou New Zealand losu tolu sufun ma le ono tatou pine ia Nigeria, Jamaica, Wales, Malaysia, South Africa, North Ireland, Kenya, Sirius, oile ngua marijuana.
Silly. Barry from Mole, can we just remove the graphics, the sponsored graphics?
Murray
for now?
Tedious, yeah. Cameron, fasen solo lunga di o roi ngua Jersey. Sorry, mai si ako ori sorry ka ke fou la ka faro rongo ko ori vai. Ai so oi masamo. So fiku ka ko. O ye siri tato ya fiti. Ta siri tato aulo, ta siri tato siliva. Mau ai tato pinelua.
Yep.
Mana ya. Well done. Ya, i tato toa o le sa tawina le tato taua o mafau ngai ta longa marotou malosi. Ya, malo faiva. O le tato se mai le tūlanga o le tato Samoa Rugby Football Union. E le tō nama le laina ai o se taimi fo isa o tomo fai e so ta i Samoa a Yorbutea me se fo au mua fa pea ia anai. No tomo fai so ta ia tu i Samoa i a ilantou o lo fea ngai ma le unifou lea na fa langa o la urli potia mai Samoa. Ia peitaila o lo o talo sanga mai. Ia se ia faa iloa loa ia mai lava e se release ale malo government because of course e le o tuto tasi le Samoa Rugby Football Union o se vaenga o lewa fautuaina le malo e taunu faataunuina so se taimi se aso peitai ele tafia le tatou fasoa leanga o lewa lipotia mai o le fua mai se la tūlanga se interim leadership lewa ripotia mai telo newspaper i Samoa ai tatou tele i ola i le tūlanga o le whailoina o le vaenga au mua o le fisili u te fia fai atu amata mai ia me se foi o anai ma nano u fisili ngi atu au mua leanga i le amakanga o le Sports Talanoa nei tasi le nei o mata upu la walunga sa matou tua itui matui e lau fionga whapele fionga ia tole foa Andy Ayolupo o le tūlanga lava lea i leo esor porokiki ma le lakapia Samoa ai toi whaafoi mai e le oonge la au e le oonge kangaka e le oonge taleni ma mea alofa le toa tele o tama whanau o Samoa se i waku la kou e kau ave ia le leadership o le lakapia Samoa peita o le ua end up tu tātou i le toa inga ending lea le ua matua i kango sa o ar malo whaamaka pupu uroa mea malava se menga so fina ngalo o le la so longona le nei taimi o se langona fia but did we have to do it this way ona ole musu o isi o ese pe sa te taua ona o ese file mu mapule loko se mangue e fai se transitions mangaia se o mai so fina ngalo na fa so no mai la ele ya titi
e va kai e siata mana ia le ta pule o tanto toi tau no mai ai e moni leila ia tatonu voi o le o tele na aninga le e lo fina ngalo mau e lo fia mau e lo fia mau e lo fano mau ele se me na fano ele se me na le fia au le me o la te fiolo io tanga fa te fano no la ma liu si o ai non tu no pe na tal fia ngai al fe tai na le ma le fia e ita pe io ako fai no ko ngale aita e tango le toso tadini io fai me voi ka mai ti mu faro io ai portanza wala tu ya siata ia tanto le termine o tanto tu le next generation ia o misi tu pulanga ia atonu foi la tu ia lo le fia mo to sila atonu dia lo manifano te tupu mai a o ia tele fia mo termine o le amanu ia i moata ya io ia pe ya no fai atu termine o tu nei tu sala fisili nga mal fisili sia tale na fisili mai ila sia pota lo me tonga na le tu ka ko ka pi o fa mal na ka pi su e me anis yo ya a le tu langa na to wi le au nangia ya e lo se me fo e sa o le la vala so no a o te fa feta yo fo il TV nei male o le vano momo se tae ao ke aso pou se taimi se itula se kone se tau fa sa o nei me o le vana na fa le tonu ioe o le vana ile au sifi le anga ie na fa ia me nei ioe ya ele va pena fa ia tu se me le ie le porcala mele Sports Talanoa ia po internet al no tai ina ia manuia ala mo fa na o le tunu io ia ele ka ki le ka o se uniform ale mo toe fo ni lava yo na panga ma ele ele tulanga sa ye wa o le ngo sa wa ne Samoa football rugby union sa ye io ya au ke lava ia wala ka pisa io ya au le na ele fo io fa fita yo le mo toe fo i lava i uni la ka pi a Samoa io ai le fa pe o se uniform le ai pa wan me fa tai o le mo toe fa fo io i lo na io original il mea moni sa ia sa ta otto ai le la kapia o tato tunu ma ia a le si tu langa asia te foi ia si tato talia ai o la foi ia so atu foi ia o ai la vai eita mai mau kai mi ta ko mu foi io ele você me la ta foi ia ta penanga la to ia tanto suinga le tu lai mai ka ko kuri se ai mo ko pulanga la sai mai ka ki ai pe ia ka la ko ia io a ko o le fie ia la so ko fa pe mai so le se fa fe kai ya so le lu mo vi se o ka io a o pauli si me vole to pe fa sta o to se e ia ngai si so i mo ka lo ngai o mai lungo si ko kala ngai ka o se mai me ai pawal me ke no fa ola ku foi ngai ko kongo me ole foi ngo ki sia ka ko wa ni a le foi ko fai mai a ole se fisi ye ka ke no fa pawle me lo fo so aku ya ti o to le u so ye fa pe ore ka ka a wo ko ki o fo ngai nga me fa se le tu yo ya ko ngo ye fo yo ko o fo ye ia ha me o kia me ngau me ko foi ka foi mi la kapi mera lo ki ku wala no tu ai ia langa sai ka ku va no fo oi ka ku wa no fo la pi la ku e o fa se la o inga e oi ma o le vai nga le asiata lo ki fa ia e ku pu e o so ku ro i le mo se me ia me ia si me ia fa sa o le fia a lo fo le mo nga si me ko me ile si me ko fa ani mai le fia por me nga le ku pu me la uri yo e ku lo le mo se me ya fa le nga mai ya lo ku lo fo ya o le si me mo yo le la ya sa fa le nga mai por me nga ne ku la ni yo ya ka ko fio so fa solo ya la yele ya mo pe lo la ku ala o ia tana se te le ai o le o koe fo i lava i o ngā ka o konga sa ka o koe le ka kola ka pi iwe a le wa pēra o whai e tonu masa o le mene ai ka akia whai ka lia na o le ama le ana ko e reise me ka ki koe pole ka ko anga i ruma iwe wai o le ka o ki le mai mau i fōr kai iwe pa wai ka ngal wha paskia ya kulo pas yo yanga nga fa pas ya rumah kapa halo faftai kapa yo ale a tulanga na ko yesa ye irang lo inga tulanga ne wo ye a mai se foi de fa to fa inga foi Pai la tau fo i o le ua iei le. Ia, male tatano la lea. A iata le la la whaiapu. Male kakalo la le kako yungi le ua iei iei. Aua lava ni alo o kako, leo kako ngau whai mea saa. Ali Sports Talanoa mau ke wala au o lava, o mai, au o ngeko. Ore kako yungi foi lo tu lai mai. Ele ai. E poa ele fa pikol fa ngoga ko kalana. Oa foi fa fikauli au lava nge ko alo. Yo. Mau ke wala au o lava. Yo. Afe mai se faz ka ko kala. Yo. Yo. O ole au nga ka ko kala no Sports Talanoa. Yo. E tatu Talanoa ele au mai ko I ka ko uso mai ka ko fa pio. Le o mako nge o le mau ke le ai e kua le ke kau kala lava u ia e kua nge mako wo nge mako masanginga mai e le ai fo fa ai ke vala au kwa o mai o po kala me e ka o mai po lan no pare kong io ole tulanga na ye ta to po kala me fa pena fo na ta to la pi ia tulanga na to ia ye ona wa o to fo I ona tulanga sa ye mama san ye ne ta to wa la pi aso la o le si foi tulanga e ia ia ni si foi mai malolo ko mai fafo yoi abu ko ke ia mai o to a mesara ru pi fa si ko mai o ma tu tamta ai abu ko sai fa pena I fa pi I ma ko sa mo yoi o le si tulanga o te ai ma fa foi awa por ko si la pia o Samoa mua lava paia le tūlanga lea o le au mai o players mai fafo match makako uroko. Lea lana, o Samoa ka mumu whai, mea la ngai, leo ke whamanatu whai atu. Aua whai mako whai mai, malo lo o ko mai fafo. Aua ko kia ia mai, le ai. Whai mai na pese ko lea turu, we are Samoa, o kaku umana o Samoa, ioi. Lang ora pese nga mo ki pese so ai ri asiata. Lo ko kela ve malangai mon Samoa, ko fel malangai. Ya wo ka ka. We are Samoa. Ya, ole tulanga na ole te faiatu. Mo le ko si lo fia o Samoa na mua au mai fa ta si tama o tanto locals ma overseas players. Me fa ka si. Ya ole la nga. Ka muri mai ro ki matonga. Yo, pero tulanga lana, awa ka ki faya se me le ma, dia se pa longo. Le angai le pa o tangata, ta aloro fio mai ta tuor ta to nu. Le la ki fasi sila toi malanga nga fa lo. Ave ese le ma fo fonga le na. Yo, a fa pera va lo vai ngale na. Ya, ta lo atu ave ese. Yo, la sa mona mua au mai fa tasi. Dia la utau muli e tuai Pasifika ma au mai na to walo fana ye tatu tita alfa tasi fi fatas yo ma foi ole pese tatu e a nga pa anga tama ma san ye tu kulanga pe ole tulanga na ye fa madin wa tu fa fonga le tu nu skene ko wale
alo fa tai
pe ole to na asiata yo
Alo fa tai do finagalo ya fai ma fai sa u vai fai singa u vai o vai ko le ma fi fa so ka maro o era nga fai fo fi ka maro yes absolutely Gigi
I love listening to Omar because I know that his passion for our country for rugby is clear. Omar, I mean this is only what I've read, but there is going to be a new board be put together. My two questions are: one, would you be inclined to be on that board? And the second question is, what other than the crest? I see the crest has been put back. Would you keep the coaches and the selection of players moving forward, or is that all under review as well?
Yeah, sei tanto tani po pela yaile tulanga fo yolo yaile but we'll wait and see JT but we'll see what happens. We'd love to put back for our rugby and for the next generation coming up. Ai whakaite foi mo le tūlanga le ua e Samoa iai. I leo le ia te au lātou, that is not the purpose of for me, and the reason why I'm talking about Sports Talanoa. O le foi lea, o le tamu whai foi lea ina ia tatu talanoa le talk as a real show. For the better of the next generation coming up. But we'll see what happens.
Malo whaktai. O leo te wawai atu o tele nisi le ko meni mai lunga mana ia fo ia e apalai lau sunga i tūlanga tau board Palestine. Walanga e o leo te wawai atu ole if not all, the majority of the old Manu Samoa pupils o leo wa iai le lātou fisosoaninga i ma le lātou lango. Ia, sau mai taua anai le tūlanga lea.
Iei, o le mea ngō whiawhia whaalongo i kamakua ia kai peola o mua tō waenga e whape fo ia ai lupo te Officer Junior Tanu. Hearing from them as players during their prime in the Manu Samoa glory days, it's like now we're seeing a comeback. And, you know, if you agree with me, JT, is like rugby is bigger than the board or the government or any individual. So, a whaapea koko e loa o le kūranga leo le benefike ia le kako au. Great, let's all get behind it. Because I don't believe that rugby belongs to a singular person. And touching back onto what Omua was talking about people like Feika and all of that, that's okay, that's fine. You know, that's their own opinion and that's how they feel. But at the end of the day, the new union is formed because of the results of the old union. And let's get behind it and let's support it. You know, I want to see the Manu Samoa boys as it was back in the day.
Malova tai ole fesili lo te fia fai tua maybe if so sorry mai chiti mas fina for mua te le lo ia anai ole fesili foi le ona ole tele o tustu singa ia na au mai e newspaper ala observer. Even though we know now ele I mai se warning mea e rusu fai ku lai pen ai ia lakpi Samoa no tulanga wo fatonu but ola fesili now, between the country's rugby team and the motherboard, World Rugby, and can you talk us through that, JT, in the relationship there? Like, can one overpower the other one, or can one dismiss the other one, or control, or whatever the word? World Rugby, hey, stop that, do this. Or vice versa, please.
Or, I mean, you sort of put it in the context of the Strait of Hormuz and what's happening over there. That's certainly not the tactical ploy I think that we should be aiming at. I think that we need to work together with World Rugby, the governing body, in order to find a result. And so if they are asking for again, I'm only going on what I've read and what I've heard and just talking to people, but it's just the governance is probably the most important part before we can sort out what happens on the grass. We've got a lot of people that are very experienced in terms of how the game is played, but it's just how the game is run. Now you know how business is run. It's very strict, and compliance and governance is so that you can be able to set the rules and be able to do it correctly, so everybody's safe in that space. When it comes lots of money, and there is lots of money that's coming from the governing body, the World Rugby, so that they need to know that it's getting dispersed in the right areas. We just as Samoa, again, you know, Samoa probably know a lot more about what's happening over there, but I think we're on the right path, and I think we just need to get it all together and find the common goal and bring it back to as close as we can to what it used to be, because there's so much talent out there, regardless of what sport, and they want to. All our kids, whether it's New Zealand, Australia, wherever, they want to represent Samoa. We've seen them at the Commonwealth Games, the tears and the pride that they do. And like the sprinter, she went to Mount Albert Grammar, and so to go and represent Samoa is really important. So we need to be able to have the ability to get that pathway for our Samoan athletes to be able to represent. This is only a part of it with the rugby, and so we just need to get that sorted on that governance table so we can get our athletes out there and produce some of the things that we've seen. Yeah, the past is that was nice, but I think the future's even brighter.
No, just before we go to more on that subject alone, JT and Fape for Asiata, first and foremost, the World Rugby did not give an ultimatum.
Yeah.
So that's one thing we want to get out of the way. Secondly, if we're letting Samoa to me, to the governing of the sport, yes, Samoa doesn't have, like, the government shouldn't have a say in that. But in terms of who represents Samoa, who's like what team and what union, I think that's from the Samoa people, from the Samoa government. So, in answer to what Aseta's saying, the World Rugby did not issue an ultimatum. In regards of who has the power to authorize such things, I believe that with the representation of a country, that falls on the country itself rather than World Rugby.
Ma lo fa tai mo ia ai so fina ngalo fo ile le vainga le tupu mai nei Samoa, of course le fo tatu va vai atu. O le ufa mavai mai tasi o board members ale lakapi Samoa le sunga pali I John Taimalangi ma le lakapi le lalolangi. Ia o se mea au mua iso fina ngalo on tato me ia le risi vaenga o se mea o ia se fa polenga mo le yungi fo lea po le yuni le uto fa fo ia me tua isa ia pe alo ia mai ia le World Rugby le swinga le u fata auto ia.
Ia tatonu whaftai iata. O nāla fo isa manino mai fo I pisi fo o pontanga na sa whaia. O lo whapea mai le yuni la kapi lalangi. E lea ia ina la tau ia tūlanga ia le o vesi e tono o tātou la kapi. E tu ulava ia Samoa. Ia leo lo alo la tau mo le susu enga fo leo tūlanga I le vale o le lakapi uni o lalangi ma tūlanga o ngā luenga le tātou uni o lakapi le sa iai. E peila o le tūlanga la na fo le o whakapore te le o la maoro o le lei le suinga le ua iai nei. E la wa ui e tau mai tau atu fo le ia. Awai e sa o le lei lava le uni lakapia lala. O le whawhita au le leo tono no toi whale o Samoa. Ia lai lo o tā pena o laro ngā lue le World Rugby fo le tau sa ili reporti ma tūlanga whapena le tātou I lakapi sai. Ia ona whatūlanga ina e le o nisi tūlanga o le whapena ona ngā lue le World Rugby ma tātou I lakapi sai. Ia wā tūlanga tonua le sa lau mauta ia tu le ma ia te aula tau. E le mwhai poi ona o atu roa tātou uni lakapi le o iei. Ngā lurua e lawa I tūlanga lai sa iei. E te tau oina o atu tātou I lawa ulia manao. O atu e tau toi sa ili lele. Ina ia manini. Ina ia one iei se lape muli ane I tūlanga sa iei. Ngā luenga sa whiangai e mali tātou uni lakapi Samoa sa iei. Wai tau ana na amata se amatanga le ngā luenga. Ea wa a watu ai le o mwhai ona ka ili lei ni whane tonu mani tūlanga fole le o ato tōna whatino ngalu. Ia ona e fole I o nisi tūlanga whane tonu o le tūlai mai o la mataino le o la whainga renga lena tau a vea po la tau foi o la whapena ona pao wina ia le whainga o ngā renga tātou la kapi e peo sia ule tau la ule tau o tilo foi iai awa so se whala putonga e o ie ka ke o ke mga kua ia i kala voice ko inga le matu kala pui mota ina ua siringia foi tu mai tai presidenti ia le tamamatua foi sa whapena ona vai a komiti le o lātou ia vai a se le nivo tau singa o le matou au ia umalo mako kore ninga o le makalaku pei tau fitu foi mota ia whapea mai lo ma le presidente ia le ngalo tinale ia marina ia le la pei tātou fono ia ua foi ia le tau singa o le tātou au ia tua tulo le vano whapea tulo mai ia e toe tamamatua palpua o le a se tulaga o le talatupe ua le tausiga o le tatou au a sau talatoina ia lau feoga tamaikai presidente o le tala le tatou tupe o fitau o le a la sau kua iai faapea asiata e ke loa tula e ke galua e faapea o le talatupe o fitau ia i le uloni ole tulaga na tauna iai tauna mani o lelei ia tulaga o galuega sa faapena ona iai mumua i latou ia ona u ililia lelei tulaga ia faapena ona taoto i ona taotoga lelei pelelei ia ona amatamea rola ia le o galuega inisi o le a faapena ona faauauina ma faatino le tulai mai o le tatou lakapi
Malo.
Ya ulia soal tulaga lea asiata. Mo le tulaga asiata whamana tuatua le tau mai le alo tamaitai lea tamoe le sprinter le. Ia o se alo foi se tasi foi o tamari foi longa foi la kapi o le te le lopo o suafa mutai. A rona suafa o pati tafna. O se sprinter foi le tangata ia sa wingi foi ia vai ia sa anu foi te tofitu al man Samoa ia peo inala ne le nga o mo sa wa tegele ia ono si ona tu ala le usole ia o pati
That's good information.
tanu nga manono
Malo.
ia te ne ole vai
Yeah,
Your former team?
Ia ole tulaga na asiata mane tele ia ole faasili na lena e faasili mai ia ole tulaga na ia tasosuasua i lelei po le tala le tatou tupu fitau ia o lava ona manino ia tulaga na o lapoi o le tulaga foi asiata o lau tatalo tu foina i le tūlai mai pea whaauau i pea le tātou iuni leo wa tūlai mai. O lau tatalo. Po o ai lava tangata sa whai ngā ruenga i tono o le tātou iuni la kapile. E tau sanga masu o tuana i atu. Ai mai se foi la, po ai foi di manu Samoa sa ngā rue i le taimile nei. Ia, o lau te talo atu tātou lau a whono le wai nei manu e tai whono. Aua lava nei toe maua se taimi toe whawhainga ruenga i tonu ioi. Aua o le voira arua kore ngei maranga, oi se maro uso ioi. Tala hoinga, o aua le vango whakari i le mea leo ura aua lava. O lau kakalo lea na oa lava toa tasi ioi. Wa la fa pe hula i le whaianga mea ne la ka uma koi ka ko le ai. O te tau tala la va uia. O lau tatalo, lau o fionga le tai fono, le sui tai fono ma le tau lau a fono. Aua lava, o ira le la sa oi me fuanga le siaka, usa le o manga ko whai anu ko. Nga mai ya, o ki kiro kungo, ngan mana, oi ave la pisi. Alva apa? Como la orua mandi nang lu foi ya fa mai. Ala va ko siapa la ya o oi ko ngin lapis. Pongila pis. Vaku le apala is kamoru poku ya. En ye fe mai ke sodi yo vai. Ole mela na lo talo toi yo mata feo. Oi lama la wali awala.
Ia e mana ia foi lo so ni mai pe lunga nei suafa e langa ole wa e sa ngo mai la wali e nge ke wa afia ko ma teti ma le sia wa hanga le ya lo wa mai sa po le wali nga wa ka wa fa me yese
a wa kule apala ya atiaka o ye ai a wa kule apala ya endi o ye ai Asyada, ele me fai tauanga de mea, tauanga de kakukalana.
Ia.
Ole va la ya. Ole va, yo. La ngai mo ia pe amaha.
Ia.
Ai, e rofa fo ia la uso. Le wo kala ngo fo le fa. Yo, fa la witeli. Yo, matafeo. Ai au kilo kulo waku ia. Waku yang mana nutof.
Malole. Ia, malole.
Yo. Ya, ai ke o tiso satuna. Yo, satuna tu sai foi malfan. Sinia chata.
Malo faptai tele ole ali betu ya naila na fafisili ole wa kau vavala mai I le tali le au mua le fisili ngo fisili kwai so to fina ngalo ai ole fisili le ala o sui a ko report le ala o sui a to fo e fa matala ya la ngata taule sui uma fo I mare ma coaches sui uma po 15 and 7 sui uma like or melo to vatua a titi ma nae fa pe foi au mua or me foi le po le fia kongur mele sa mo mier swinga po nga o le very top pe sa we mar fonga fa le rua pe sa we mar fonga fa koru pe aka ko ngoi fonga fa pe whitewash kilia ko replant a koa o ferme o toyo finangano ile swinga wo yai.
Before we even get to that stage, I think that there's some clarity that needs to happen from today onwards. Well, we haven't yet heard a press conference, a public press conference from Samoa Rugby Football Union. Yeah, o kokolo mai ro foi poa foi ingala ko fofuanga. How many unions? And also, when does it start? The other begging issue is I think there's another competition, international competition, that is coming up. I think in September. So who's going to be representing that? So those are the questions that need answers. As much as some of us are like back le logo, but eke lele ngal renga fei ko le I meiers come ngal renga foi, but o renga mo ko foi I kala nga wo ka penga le press statement ali yungi
yes le lo sa o finangalo a nai ma tua ia o le vaenga na ia that's there la tole na fa ta penanga o le overall o le manatu o tatou fa'asoa o le fea tonu la le vaenga fu le upi better to change then the board. Now we've got a interim. The only one thing for sure is that they've changed. They've got a new union now, or old union restarted again. Ole fasili lo te fai atua I mo se mafaufaunga e ono afia ai marisuia ko ai coaches. I mean, players will still be players available, but leadership, what are your thoughts, TT?
Well, that's just what I know saying that, it really all depends on what the board decide. Once the board is, the new board has been put together, then that'll be probably on the top of the agenda. What needs to be done, because every change will come at a cost, and so therefore their contracts that have been given out to the coaches.
But if you were to be in the board, what is your own? What is your own refresher?
That is a really a difficult question to answer because you don't know. You need to have everything down there, and you, as the elected board, need to go and think what's the priority first. There's a competition coming up. Do you just keep him as the interim and let them reapply?
It's not just the competition that's coming up right now. World Rugby only recognizes Lakapi Samoa. Samoa now recognizes Samoa Rugby Football Union.
Yeah.
So there needs to be.
And that's where the board needs. So that's on that list of priorities, like I mentioned, because they need to really get align everything up before we start going on to the coaches and stuff. But yeah, lots of questions and lots of priorities that need to be sorted out. But it's I just want I'm just wanting the best for our country and the best to go out and to be able to represent.
Because manatua mai ole vaenga le sa pisa mai ai mata tu pepese mai ai. It's not so much of the coaches and the players. It was just up here, the board. So lela sui le board. So is that good enough then? If I but we'll still keep the coaches as of now and the players.
The conversation still needs to happen with World Rugby now. Like where to from here? Lang step down here, namla ulu. Lo step down for Papali.
Papali I can confirm. Namla ulu. Okay. Is a mainstream media. It was just a post on. Ilunga le page le Lakapi Samoa. Len au mai ai, and I couldn't find that anymore. But just for the record,
was a representative of Samoa rugby.
That's another thing.
The World Rugby.
Yeah, see, that's another thing as well.
Well, I mean, he was just appointed there.
Because World Rugby now needs to facilitate the dialogue between the new union, Ba'afa'apea or the union, le Lafaunga.
See, that's the one. Tu fo le vaenga le na I lunga o ke la sa fo ile wa mo fo ma desi issue le I well o le winga tala le to fina mulo ulu ele World Rugby fai ma a representative of Samoa po le I kokongo o le World Rugby.
Yeah, but what does that mean though? Like what's the job description to that?
Or ko finga lea because olenga mole even namula ulu himself nga mole go faso ai one of the meeting ma kofilo I le hotel that was like 2 years ago nga kangoila fa mangingo mai le fainga ole kofinga le so or kofinga foi le it's only as valid as pe a fai oile nominate ko yungi la ele la pisa mo or the Samoa Rugby Football Unions so a ko avelola le poki o le World Rugby that wale ai la ko. Then whoever is the president of the Samoa Rugby Football Union, ole ngolenga nominate you. Voting so that's how it works.
Well, to end this statement, this question is like, what needs to happen now? There needs to be a mediation between World Rugby and SRFU and Lakapi Samoa, and also have an independent mediator. Moving forward, but mangi pe I say press conference pe se press release ale board fo wa fo kila ku fo ngo yengi luma with the sudden departure o la fiongo ya papa ali John Taimalangi that leaves a lot of question marks. But
yeah, amor
timsalo lai timsalo ki taimion na failo mai la yene timsalo na o nga lo fai kontanga le Rugby ma le nisi fo le yumi no tu lai mai ta to ma le la to I nga lu la vai tu langa I sa yele la pisamo o lo nga la to o se taimion na mani noi la yene a tu langa le pe on fa si le sia ta mo de fa ya cheki le fo ya ina fo nga ko kala ke ma tu langa pena ale painga la to ya siata ile peo na usa no tu ye chiki ma fuimo e o tu langa na me se la foi mo yo con karate saininga ia mai inga foi sai ia pe fa pe vole la fa muta ia ngaluenga wa pe ofisilina le tutuli loa mai a ko le o le ale tulanga o le ai ia ai sia a fa pe la wa te pe ia tulanga le mo le liu ia po tulanga so se me la ma tulanga le fa sa mo ko se asfa nau a fa te tainga a fa pe vole la asfa nau wa lo ke fa no wa fia i fu a fa le feme a se asfa nau pus fa po iponga ia o te leo ko ngā whane pe rua sifuri. Ka koe whiti voi ko lea wha i o lau whai ngā renga nei tō na pita mō ia ngā whapea ke au la mawe oi ngā pune le whapea ia e kura i rola i le whasor ke.
President Kongwa lea, President.
Whapea voi la i le mariu. Pe whapea ngā e whapea mai asiaka. Ia ai pe ko whira whai ngā renga. Mai a kau lea ngai pisupo ngā e pia. Yo tulanga nana pe o lau whawhiski, e whape ngā nane whainga. E whape o le wha umanga nui ngā lau wanga ngā, mei pusu pisupo ma. Yo, pe ki mga kufar keke, ia ngā kamola i ele.
Ok, mea. A mea ku chei tima. Ke mea koe, e pi, e sere pa, le planet lea e wa fia pe ia ise ko finga o kamaro le kau kere o iroa fua ile
na tai kala ngoma sa pe ko le o a pare ama ia le la ka pia o le kari tau ngai kamu ku aku yo ye ku se do la me ko du me o la spangau po liu le la ko ku la mo ya ye ma fo fo wa so ko ngi pe fia wa la ngore mo mai no ka ri phong ka ngale yang ka pe ngarola ye le se lo ni
ya okay ka vai ku per ka ko kama wa pe ka mo wa se ko finga de le ka ma ro fu de aka mai ma
ala mo ko ma ngai fa kai ngai inga ia longo mani e lo loko malo
e pawale la fautuanga mo e ele au nga o isa mo ele yungi fo o ya ke fo i mai ir ka ko lau de e ke fo i mai
o me pawanga ni o fa ko avo ko mo ya awala bangi ano sisyo o ke bala au ko la lo ngon kai fo yo lo ngon si o e o mai na e mai ai yo
malo aptai o le fesili mo JT ora ngale sa fesili au mua would you consider il board matulanga fa pena la fa fesili ngale sa tu fo i tamatua yo man sa bom so la kapite le lu sa would you consider I to finger o le board leadership mo le tatu ambisio le o mo mia
I think it's all, in order to be an effective board member you have to live in Samoa. You have to be there and really it ought to take time to get in there and just find out, get everything on the table and find out exactly what's going on and then make some really good decisions together with the board because that's all really I can comment because I think everybody that comes into it, as long as their heart is in the right place that they want to do right for our game, then I'm sure they'll come up with the right solution and answer. That's all I can really say.
Sounded like you're not ready to move to Samoa yet.
I didn't say it. I said that person needs to be in Samoa.
Okay, let's move to our last topics. And that is the All Blacks tour. Ole wai South Africa the tato All Blacks. Reminds me of Leiva no. Olo tu va ya tu. Todo sulto sanga taluai nga ngata ise tu ai nga tua fa pele foto ato tu puto sanga dei JT ya. Sa ye de tu All Blacks Leiva no. Ole ase la ngono na tu ai nga tapenanga.
Oh, this was 30 years ago. It's a long time. But we've had reunions together to support the All Blacks that are going over to South Africa and just to give them some words of encouragement and just some support behind their 7 weeks on the road It's a long time to go through the Republic. Also games that are going to be the two test matches there, and then obviously one in Baltimore, and then they're going to go back and play against Australia back here. It's going to be tough. It's a tough tour. Awar knows he's been to South Africa. He's played at the Rugby World Cup, and as soon as you get there, you're in a enemy territory straight away. The players they play tough when they come to New Zealand, but they're a lot tougher when they're in their home ground. And not only that, the crowd, the supporters, it's very hostile. It's a hostile environment. Although they love to have the All Blacks over there, they just want to beat you up so bad. In fact, any team that goes over to South Africa to take, that's their game, that's their home ground. No one comes here to beat them up. So I think the All Blacks and the young All Blacks that are going there, they're going to be some real challenges on the field for them. But I think if they hold tight, they've got some good leadership now. The coaches, led well by Ari, and hopefully they go injury free. But it's going to be very tough, as you know. It's hard if you're putting your body on the line. It's very hard not to come up with some injuries. But then it also poses opportunities for others to make the test team. You talked about Wallace, may have sort of fallen out of favour on the starting lineup, but there's the midweek games that'll give him an opportunity to play his way back into the test lineup. Now the midweek games are all starting at the start of the tour, rather than test match, provincial game, then test match, provincial game. So they've got 3 games to be able to show the coaches that they're test worthy, and if they get an opportunity, just to really take it. But it will be a very difficult tour. Midweek games, as you know, so that the test matches are done by international refs, but the midweek games are done by the local refs. So there goes a lot of challenges on that one as well. As you know, the local refs could be, not say anything, but it could be anything. It's going to be a challenge of being patient. But I'm looking forward to the first game against the Stormers on Saturday, and that's the early morning again, 6 o'clock in the morning, or 5 o'clock it starts. So it'll be interesting to see what team they put out. Are they going to put their best players out, or is there going to be a whole lot of new players playing? It'll be interesting on the selection, but it's going to be a tough tour for the All Blacks.
Springboks is defending world champion.
Yes.
They're the number 1 team now in the world. I don't know if the All Blacks is the 2nd or 3rd now. Looking at the results of the Super Rugby or the Lako tournaments like fai compare Kako Super Rugby. Or the Mukwa fast or the pace or fai ka longa. Even for the result to the last 3 games 2 games ale Springboks. Compare if I ungo ta longa All Blacks, Australia, Argentina and the Northern Hemisphere. O le makua mawalu ngau ai mangmalo le Springboks nga international teams. Lela ko aku last time ka aloi fo i Springboks ele mangwia ia All Blacks in terms of la ka longa fo super ile World Rugby. Ile so nga champingi. Isau oe mai tau o le fo ina murmurita i mai ta longa ma me se fo o mai tau ina ta longa e ono manuia. Are we looking at are well prepared in terms of the fitness, even for the size of All Blacks? I
mean, as a supporter, when All Blacks face off with South Africa, it's always like a question mark if they're going to win. One of the common things that you hear the most is they talk about body size. Ganka South Africa, we were just talking earlier before the show came on about Wallace Satiti. Wallace is a pretty tall kid, but when he's on the field, stacked up against the South African, Wallace compared for so my heart is All Blacks, through and through, and I'm hoping that they'll win. Just to give heads up, so the first game is on the 7th of August, which is the Sunday. That's against the Stormers. The second game is on the 11th of August, and that's against the Sharks. And then on the 15th of August 2026, Bulls versus All Blacks. Yeah, and then on the 22nd, from the 22nd of August all the way to the 12th of September, that'll be the international test matches. And the first one is South Africa versus the All Blacks. And then on the 25th, 5 days after, it's the Lions versus the All Blacks. And this is all done in South Africa, except for their fourth test, which will be done in Baltimore, USA. And that'll be on the 12th of September. So it's going to be an interesting, fun-packed rugby from all of August and to mid-September. But, you know...
Are we going to Baltimore?
How are we going to Baltimore?
Is that what you're saying?
You should ask Asiata Trumpia.
Aua ono le tatou taimi e lo te mau e whamai le tatou whasoa a mai sou leu whaari whina ngalo le auso I tūlanga o tāpenanga a mai sou whina ngalo I le tūlanga fo I le ua lava ka penga le tau mawhainga Dave Rennie. Do we see a good All Blacks now to counter the Springboks? Ma le tūlanga fo I le tau te sweepi mai ai o pe ono maweska ko malo yo e me se alta alonga ma le Springboks.
Momua le sikai momua nge wa yese coach le All Blacks wa fire mele o le ask for help ngofo invite my former coaches, former managers, former players 96 for le minko malanga team le ngaka fo ngala management o te kai momua nge so well done le fayang fo le show mai ngalong farolo ngia ke le o kamakuai ma paya o kuai ma managers kuai o Black yasola ilanga o ka mga miso so sisili e kui fa ko yo al melenga ika ko kamai nga ko ka ko bong sam ile a PhD me se so le sai la ke nga skin o yo ninga o mai lava fa mai ia mga mier ko fa mong ia mai le ke pala nga mau nga nga ne ko filo mai iyo aula le kulai mai ma nga ikele so now level lamwa is a challenge for these players because never happened le kai minga le chamber a players here the Super Rugby they only play test no midweek games le lamwa ko for imagine this is what you call real rugby Therefore, my take is a tough. Yo, ele foi movie because the first time ele foi ele change ma test ar kai mina ngai la ka mangai nga test so it's not going to be easy for All Blacks fain ka kile a musi la mole ko ngule Afrika esa fa mai o New Zealand o ka ko sports le in New Zealand o rugby Afrika that's the main sports rugby crazy kele ka Afrika le la kapi meno yenge ele fai mo fi it's going to be o le sigo kulanga le o le mo pio Apple Black le World Cup la ka ni and mainly for the young players say la ko taste for la le mele le ka alo midweek male weekend askoga yo ele fai mo fi yo a popula sia te tulanga yana singi ai to finga pe o me como board members we need people if I'm out o como for la report mga bia kanga challenge we can challenge each other o ma ka ko finga fali a o lo nga pongo report a challenge ala nga challenge maka ko finga mole de lei por la kapisa mo o ka nga mga mi ko ngol amen yes we are good friends I all kai me fai ele ya fa maongi por me nga mga mi aka ko sui de fa maongi male lo famongi ka ko ya sko so ko nga male nga fa lo
malo fa tai ai le itau te le yo le tatu wa peki muri fu ile le tau fenga le tatu wa o Blacks o te facility le sa ta alo li vono o I'm thinking if I saw before you share with us the feelings of those moments before you start running out to the field and you have the coaches coming in for or whoever the leaders, maybe even the Prime Minister or whoever, these VIP people that will walk in and give you guys the final encouragement. And then what's it like to face a real South African person up there?
That's a really good question. The first game on tour was against Poland, and it was outside of Pretoria, and it's just like a field, just like a normal field, but you knew it was something like this is a different field because the whole field was a cage around the outside, and we just ran through into the field so no one could get in. Very hostile, very tough, dry conditions. You land on the ground, you'll get cuts. But the opposition was so focused on, I wouldn't say hurting, but they were there to be physical against us. They wanted to hammer us and beat us physically, and so we just needed to match them. And I think that once that first game, why we played the midweek games, I think it was our duty to make sure that we prepared our game and played well, so that encouraged the test team on Saturday when they played the national team to be ready. And so that was us as our team. Tane Randall was our captain, but then we had good leaders like Todd Blackadder, Matthew Cooper, a lot of Tabai Matson, a lot of good players that have played good test ring. Jonah was on our team. Carlos came and played in our team. So we had a strong midweek team, which is pretty much like the team that's gone over there now. So we knew in our minds that we needed to set the standard for the week by winning, and then they carried on to the test match on Saturday.
Ngā te whapopo atu ai le saunoanga le whionga ia ai luputea. O le mata ingo le tuale le iwaongo. O se teimi mua lea ua manmalo se au le All Blacks i le series. That was one of the remarkable things. Some of the milestones. First ever Tri-Nations championship. First series, test series victory in South Africa. So you guys played 8 matches, won 6, draw 1, and lost 1. But not only that, your team, like, it was a stacked team. If you look at the players, Sean Fitzpatrick, John Olomo, Christian Cullen, Jeff Wilson, Justin Marshall, yourself, Andrew Mertens, Walter Little, Frank Bunce, Sinsan Brooke, Josh Confield, Michael Jones, Ian Jones, Robin Brooke, Ola Brown, Craig Dowd, in their prime in '96.
Just on that note, remember the year before was the World Cup, and you know what happened in the final.
Yeah.
So this was sort of a
revenge.
To come back and correct what should have happened.
Yeah.
And but then that was sort of the Jonah World Cup. And so we came back and they were waiting for us.
How old were you? Look at that photo. I do for the one I tell you officer.
My son.
You're a little boy.
I think it might be 24, 25, yeah.
Wow.
But that tour, we knew what we were getting into, but until you cross the paint and get on the field, it's just you and them, and I just can't describe how physical playing in South Africa is. And then you actually really need days to recover, but then but then you go and support, because we're part of the training group for the test team to prepare them for the test, and then they go and win their go. So it was sort of ships in the night, because once the test match was finished, then we were on the bus to go get ready for our game, midweek game. So they wouldn't come to us; they would just go from test venue to test venue. But we would just go and support them on the day, and then we go off to So it was a unique tour, but it was a special tour.
Ai luputea. I le tūlanga lea whongale le 95 South Africa won, and then 96 was almost like a revenge. But not only you guys went over there, played 8 games and came away with 6 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss, and it's never been done before. So
can I tell you one story?
Yeah.
Quick story.
Yeah.
The last game, we scored our midweek game against Gurikwas. Might have heard it, but we scored the try, made it 18-all. So we're going to trying to find the kicking team, but the touch judge had it around his back, And they said, we said the referee, he's got the kicking tee. He was hiding the kicking tee. He said, no, you've got to kick it now. No going and getting the kicking tee. So John Preston, the old day, used to heel, dig in, put the ball down, went to kick it. We missed it, ended up 18-all draw. But then Rushy went to the referee and said to him, why did you give us the kicking tee? And why did you let us just go? And the referee said, well, you can go home, but we have to stay here. So
wait, I got one question for the reels. Dwayne, if you're listening, this will be a good reel cut. You played for Manu Samoa in '93. How did you end up in All Blacks? Did someone approach you?
Oh,
what's the story behind that?
Gosh, so long ago. I think so. Yeah, Laurie Maines came in an EPC game, and asked, would you be interested? And I said, I'll just ask my dad. And that was sort of, but I think it's very similar to Bunce. And I think there was also people like Graham Henry were talking, Alama, and so and there was no transfer or signing. You just had to you just had to make yourself available for All Black trials. And
so the '93 tour itself, like All Blacks discovered that they were missing quite a lot of holes in their team in certain positions. Oh
yeah, it's a long time. I can't even remember, but that was something like that because. It was lots of different discussions that were going on. I just wanted to play.
Wow. Samoa. So we ngalo wa talfa wa mo fota to proklami. Ole foi na talo against South Africans. O ingi kamaka alo fu ile na fu to time la wa Felika pe ao ile polo pe ke kau fa pole ai to tonu ke wasa sa o mai oini tangata ala wa Afrika longo mo kwa malo ma ki afu ile I tota longa do by time
kele ya tangata alfa tiata o se mo kwa ku sa mo longo ke lo place o le sti ka kam ka ki ke le half back le mo liu sta male just mistake le wo mo liu por ka ngal mo kwa I fiu po so le ke le kwa la sa wona
yeah, true.
Se va ngana le po ngale nga po foile e kuli au kupu le super ia nga makua I uma nga ma sa longa la ale ka ki ke le kingo ka o le ka fa ko le ka le o le local le o Andrew
Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews. Kasi nga kaka. Oli si nga kaka. Ile vo la se kingo le nga ngo paka kama le o chota. Nga sa o kula vai ya makentu ko ya chota la fa moko ki ka fe. Kuma nga uma ya ngo ki mai ya ngo si loka nga ile yo. Le panga ko ya o paula nga le me vo.
Ko ru la ka le fa mbole.
Ile mo fa nga ang ka kingo este ka. Ile nga ka foi nga al support o lako kanga ile au
support
o singa me le ka sai kapi ye players
ka ku
mo le ke ka
ma rofa JT same question
so the just one thing for as a question. There's one game midweek we're playing against Natal Sharks. And there could be a possibility that Ma'anom's going to play in that Sharks team. He's been signed to the Sharks. So he might be playing against the All Blacks in that midweek game.
Interesting to watch.
But those questions are all those forwards, There have been some big boys, but they're big boys that play hard. But there's one that I'll never forget because he stood on my back and my head. It was Copus Visa. Remember him? Transvaal Lock. He was tough and big guy, and he stepped on anything that was in the way, hand, feet. And so a halfback is going in to get a ball, he would just put his size 15 on your hand, and But I'll never forget him, and also I also remember how tough and solid Francois Pina was.
Oh yes.
He's a solid man, you know, and I like he's he reminds me of Ivan Drago in the boxing, the Rocky, because he was just like fit and solid and had the same type of physique and a very intelligent footballer. But those are the types of players that stick in mind. Yes, Yus was another person that, you know, as halfbacks would go and play against, especially in Super. But you know, anybody that puts on that green jersey are tough.
And even those days, JT, more of South African games are more in forwards.
Yeah.
It's really hard to tell. Because so both the forwards and the back line is working together.
Yeah, that's right.
Tangata fo iore matua ta alo leanga lava. Fuck physical. I mean, we ekau ke ka uore ka alo leanga. On kwa physical la tangata mala tu ta aloma. Yeah.
You would know Peter Muller. Yeah, you play centre.
Yep.
He would hit,
good player.
Drive you to the ground. But afterwards, he's the nicest man. And he'll come and talk to you, and he'll talk about God and preaching. But once he go on the field, oh my gosh, you know, he would close to kicking you. You know, if he could direct. Oh my gosh. But he's a lovely man, Peter. He's lovely.
Yeah. Ole fisini fai ona o mai alta to por kalame. Ole tua le walu nei le All Blacks. Fia talonga All Blacks overall. Fia ia.
They have
Fia tatu talonga fa mole tatu team. O ta pena mai. Or fisini ama tatu. Ama tame au mua langa lai ma mau yo le taimi. Amai so finagalo o le ase tau nuu ngai ono tau nuu yeri tau mawhainga Dave Rini ma siana au le taimi a mese foi o whaalongo tana umanga ia mata mai latu malava maua se kako clean sweep maua ni nai malolo o le ase tūlanga mai se whato whalainga
Inshallah, mana for swing le wele ta ro ples so ya te ola ko ye Maumaro ye ngi la mo test mo.
Just to be more accurate.
Yeah.
If I test the All Blacks ma Afrika.
Springboks.
Yeah, Springboks. Kasi le test ma le Lionga. Ma warm-up games with the Stormers, Sharks and Bulls. So which one are you referring to?
Okay, no, overall, like the whole the whole
test.
Ya nga foi ka kia ia talonga ia manai karap. Ta tia ia kalonga ai tatu o ai autele test ia fa pa fa.
Here's my thinking.
Yeah, okay.
Here's my thinking on this one, is that if we were to win one of the two in Johannesburg tests, because I think we'll win Baltimore. I think we'll win that one in Baltimore. But if we win one of those and then it gets to a split, then that'll be fine. But I have a feeling that we'll win one. Not sure about the second one, but I'm sure that we'll win Baltimore. Does that make sense?
So four tests. So
the first one in Johannesburg.
Win?
Yeah, we'll win that one.
Yeah.
And then the second one, I reckon it'll be close, whether it'll be a draw or Fainga.
Yeah.
And then they go to I'm not sure. I think they go back to because I think they play Sharks Park and they go back to Johannesburg in the big football 100,000, and then
Fainga or win. Fainga there.
And then we'll win the Baltimore.
So 2-2.
2-2.
Okay. JT 2-2. Amua.
3-1.
Like to the All Blacks or to South Africa?
To the All Blacks.
Okay. Mangaya. Okay. Anai?
3-1.
To
All Blacks.
Okay. 3-1 to the South Africa. Go to box. Yeah. Ya la ka ko mari la le manga ye ka ko pikinga ai la le au la ia. Au te talo e manuia le tau whenga tatu All Blacks. Ai langa ka ko I ka longa le international team. Ola au le Afrika. That's my team. Let's see the fear anai.
I thought you said Baltimore.
ai langa la aka aloro marka ko manu Samoa po le All Blacks ia inga ropi wo ka ke o ke ia ai ma lo tatou ma ia alu lo le World Rugby World Cup ia o sia wa le
What's the wager?
langa ia lo piko
Lunch again?
ele to fayen tatou malanga le nga sama ma lo e desi ko me faya ma wo ma lo e
Ali mo.
le ke ro o ya ma ya final words
Lunch in Baltimore.
Lunch in Baltimore.
e tawana te ofo nei ai le Mosca ko sponsor ka o ke maka inga
You just came back from the States.
ya ai fatai au mua faya tu ya torma nave Leo Farnico e ka ngofia tickets la o mawar ka miringa ia mesele through New Zealand ya discount la o mawar ai wa mai alta to wa proclame ya la foto au mua saunang faiu ya fa pe fola uso nei tato tau mavai
Ya, whafte le mo la noa siata me se foi pe wa fimono ma ai ruptea. Ya, atu le nga whafte me se foi le tapo nga malo te tunu o la foi se tala o le tau tamari foi fafu ma ya, la foi le ai na. A wale nga ya manuia le tato walo atu wa foi tato la kapi. Ki tato tunu. Ia manuia foi ta longo le alo foi ni si alo fa lau. Ia o tonu foi la o New Zealand. Ya, whapena foi ta longo foi o whiangai ma alo whanau sa mo tonu o New Zealand whai ngol vaiasu. Ia tato e whelai foi vaiasu po. Ia whaua o tato po klame. Ia, whafte tele la mo le vnoa manuia ma ia o whanga tōrnei nei asa.
malo fatai au mua final words titi
Just thank you to everyone. For panel. It's good to be back again. And just wishing everybody all the best in sport. I know that the Samoa Open is starting in Samoa, the golf. And so lots of kids are playing rugby and soccer and sports. Go out there and enjoy your sport and, do your best and really, give it everything and enjoy. I think if you're young, just go and enjoy your sport. And look after yourselves. But other than that, really good to be back on the panel, talking all the wonderful things, and so looking forward to our next show.
thank you mate
Yep, just in line with what JT was saying in regards to the Samoa Open that's happening in Samoa. I think it's this week. I think it concludes in a weekend. But also, it's Father's Day in Samoa this Sunday.
Hey.
oh really
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers, the fathers' fathers, and would-be fathers. And happy Father's Day in Samoa. I do want to, in regards to the friction part, in terms of some of the comments and what's being said between this whole debacle dilemma with the Lakapi Samoa and Samoa Rugby Football Union. You know what? I think that we can be better than this in terms of people have opinions, we have to respect it. But also, if you're going to convey your thoughts and your opinions, convey it with love and with an understanding and respect that, the other person does have feelings and also ears. But other than that, thank you so much for tuning in and watching Sports Talanoa.
ia malo o Samoa lo fa fo mo shel tatou proclame le vanga le fiafi o se fa uponga na tatou Sports Talanoa tutu mitai mai vai asu tasi tatou reels mo fa Talanoa nga tasi tatou legends na yo le talunga ia me se fo io le lava yaso ai mo le vanga le fiafi mo le tele fa so galo fatu o mo lo fatu fo ia Leo Farnico mo so tele tamor ia wo fu mpa anga tatou Sports Talanoa au se talia filo il vai yaso fo ia mo le fiafi matou fatu soifua ma ia manuia
Talofa lava and welcome to another Moana Hotel. Located in the heart of the Vaitele industrial area in Apia, Another Moana Hotel is a place where comfort, connection, and genuine Samoan hospitality come together. Whether you are visiting for work, spending time with family, or traveling independently, we are here to make you feel welcome and at home. Our hotel offers a wide selection of spacious and flexible rooms, thoughtfully designed to welcome both family stays and independent travelers. Our single and double rooms feature modern design showers and bathrooms. Our family rooms are generously sized and thoughtfully set up to accommodate families of all needs, offering a relaxed and welcoming space where parents and children can rest, connect, and enjoy quality time together after a full day. Designed with both comfort and practicality in mind, these rooms are ideal for longer stays and family visits. Another Moana hotel also offers well-appointed conference and function rooms that are ideal for meetings, workshops, family gatherings, and special events such as birthdays or weddings. Whatever the occasion, our spaces are prepared with care to support connection, productivity, and celebration. With restaurants and food spots conveniently located nearby, you'll be surrounded by great dining options and warm hospitality throughout your entire stay. Book your stay with us today and receive a special discount when you mention Hana, Asiata, or Martin upon check-in. Visit our website www.anavamoana.com.
There is no better way to support the 685 than to buy locally sourced goods. Here at Tasi Market, owned and operated by Samoans for the Pacific.
Oi, kau.
Come with me. This is where our adventure begins. You call it paradise, we call it home. This is Samoa.
Lau Samoa.